It is 3:33 on Wednesday, January 29th. It is snowing slightly, maybe not anymore, but it did snow late last night, I think. A little annoying because it's been a great time to ski, but it is also a beautiful day out right now. I talked about clouds already, but it's got that really nice, kind of puffy clouds, a little fluffy, I guess you would say. Sun is getting close to being golden hour. And it's a beautiful day out. And what I want to talk about is music. And I've wanted to talk about music for quite a long time because I think music is very important to me. It is, first of all, music itself is an art medium. It tells a story. It gives us emotion. It lets people express themselves. And I really want to talk about a lot of things. I want to talk about because I listen to music a little bit differently than other people. I don't want to talk about that right now because that will take a little bit to explain. But I want to talk about why music is important to me specifically. I want to talk about what I believe the different categories are of music for when music is good, to me specifically, because art is always subjective. But I also listen to a lot of music. I would love to share my screen and show some stuff, different songs and different artists. But I'm not quite ready to out my music taste quite yet, because I have a little all over the place. My three, I think, most listened to genres are EDM, lo-fi, kind of that area, folk music, maybe indie rock, kind of combined. I feel those are two kind of parallels, and Japanese music. And the reason I like to listen to Japanese music is because of the same reason I like to listen to EDM, is that I think music should give off emotion, and I find that it's a lot easier to interpret emotion, or it's more interesting to interpret emotion when you're listening to a song and you don't have to pay attention to the lyrics and it's all about the music talking. And when you're listening to a song in a foreign language, I like French music, I also like a lot of Spanish music, but it's all about the melodies, and I think Japanese music has some of the most unique melodies and transfers and types of styles, and it's really cool to listen to. What I want to talk about is a genre of song that I find that I always keep coming back to, is songs that I call are sadly optimistic. I'll give you a brief couple names of songs that are at the top of my playlist currently. Hopeful Lie by Lama, Not Over You and Already Gone by Hoang, Whiplash and Broken by William Black, Another Day by Dabin, a lot of Jai Wolf songs. There's so many that I can name in here that are just that are a little bit too far down my playlist to actually see. Still Here by LOCKBOX. There's a bunch of songs and artists that are not necessarily always in the limelight, but not necessarily small artists either. There's a really small artist that I absolutely love. I'll talk about that person later. But it's music that has this sad, it's the lyrics are inherently sad lyrics. This song that I'm listening to right now, because I like listening to music when I record, and sometimes it gets me into the right mood to talk about what I want to talk about. And I'm listening to all these songs, and I'm listening to Not Over You by Hoang. And it's a song literally about the lyrics breakups are bound to happen. It takes 21 days for things to change, but it's been 22 and I'm not over you. It's just it's an inherently sad concept of a song. It's about a breakup, and it's about one person not wanting the breakup to be over, but also recognizing that it has to happen and that it has happened, and wanting to get over it so badly, but they can't. But I love the contrast between the lyrics and then versus the melodies, whether it's the vocal melody or the instrumental melody in the backgrounds, it's so different. It's such in contrast to these to the lyrics. Like, it's floaty, it's like kind of bouncy, especially with this song. There's a guitar that keeps going up and down in kind of a repetitive way, and it feels good. It's bouncy, it's floaty, and the lyrics, the melodic vocal melodies themselves is airy, and it does that same thing where it goes up and then down, and not in a way like there are like really, really sad songs, like if you go to like the basic sad songs, like you go to, let's see, what can I think of it? Snowshoes by Camp. I would argue is a little bit of a sad song. And it's like why can't I think of them? But like sad songs are supposed to be kind of like melancholy and flowy, and these are all upbeat in a way. And it's so intriguing because I don't know why I just love it. Like in this one, like Already Gone by another Hoang song, it creates this, like, it's so beautiful. Like, to me, like, I keep a list of like quotes and things that I want to maybe introduce, like, to include into like a video game or something, the sentiment of the quote or the quoted specifically itself. And one of them is in this song, and it's all that I'll have is something I'll lose. And this song is such a pessimistic worldview, but the song doesn't feel sad, just the lyrics are. Like everything is temporary, like forever till it's momentary. It's such a sad, like sentiment. Like, I would say like one of the saddest songs that like I know is like Wasteland. It's from the Arcane playlist because it's literally about like not wanting to live anymore, and it works in context of the scene that it's in. I want to talk about how songs work into scenes later, but this one is on the same kind of level of sadness. But then again, it gets to the instrumental chorus, and it's another like bouncy and like kind of uplifting like music and notes. And I would want to play this for whoever's listening right now, but I don't want to deal with copyright or whatever, because I'm like 90% sure these are all copyrighted and they're in not like NCS kind of stuff. But I'll leave a list of some of the songs that I think are important to the bottom. But if whoever's listening, want to listen to them, listen to them and listen to the lyrics, but also listen to the music and see how it makes you feel. But it's just, I don't know how to explain it, but the music, the lyrics and the melodies contrast so much that it creates this own unique feeling. And like I say, it's sadly optimistic because it's literally like the feeling of something terrible has just happened. And I'm really sad, but things will get better. They're optimistic in a time of terrible of terrible times. Like, it creates this feeling that it is okay to be sad in this current moment, and being sad is justified, but it's going to get better. Like, you are sad now, but it's not always going to be that way. You have something to look forward to, and it kind of counteracts that it's just an inherently sad song, and it's a song to listen to feel sad. This is a song, and this kind of genre of things are songs to listen to when it's a song to help you get past some things and to look into the future and say that everything will be fine. Like right now, this portion of the song is like, if I fall, will you be there to catch me? No, because you're already gone. Like, that's terrible. But in this context of this song and with these melodies, it works so well because it's not sad. It's sadly optimistic. I don't know how better to explain it without just listening to it yourself, but it's so beautiful. Like, if I go to a different song, and again, these are just the ones at the literal top of my playlist, and I have so many songs. I think 424 songs in this playlist. It's like my liked playlist. But Broken by William Black. It has that same utterly like depressing lyrics if you put them into a vacuum. If I just say them out loud, it's so sad. Like, here, let me go to... It's like, I can hardly feel, but I try to pretend. Like, I put my hand on my heart just to see if I'm human. Like, I hold my breath just to see if you can. So, like, these lyrics are so incredibly depressing. But the melodies do not match. Because these songs are all about getting past what is sad and understanding that things will get better. And that you are sad now, but you can look into a brighter future. And I know that sounds cheesy, but it's that feeling that it imparts. It's so beautiful. Like, when I listen to these songs, I'm not sad. I get this, like, feeling of optimism. Like, that's what it just is. Like, I step outside, and it's like I can push away all the things that have happened then that day or in the past that I feel uncomfortable about, that I feel like I messed up. And I can just say, like, I can feel okay about it because this music transfers onto this feeling of optimism. It's so beautiful. And it's very hard for me to describe in words. And it literally just all comes out to, you have to listen to the songs and try to understand what I'm saying. It's that, I want to talk about this later, but I'll just say it now, is like, for me, songs are good because there are three categories. They're fun to listen to. They're in a movie or something where they relate to a scene, and thus that scene makes the music better, and the music makes that scene better. It's a feedback loop. And we're the one where you have emotions that are attached to these songs, or scenes of personal emotion, personal memories. And this falls directly into that personal memory, personal emotions thing, where I can put it on and I can feel what I want to feel. I want to talk about that more, and I will, and I'll end that discussion right there. But it's that feeling is that this is so good because it imparts a feeling that is sometimes what somebody needs in a day. And there's so many songs. Like, what I like doing sometimes is, like, I will have whatever song that I'm currently listening to right now, like, at the top of my playlist. They're like, Hopeful I and Not Over You are added recently. And I'll just, like, go into the Spotify search bar and I'll say, search this song and play a radio based on that. And and I would say, like, these artists have similar styles. Like, Hoang has that style, like Not Over You and Already Gone. But then Already Gone also has Danny Olson, and they have this beautiful style of, like, these sweeping horns that go through everything. And, like, another great song by Danny Olson is Potions, and he also did a remix of Fix You, which I think is arguably better than the Coldplay Fix You, because it also imparts that same feeling of, like, sadly optimistic, because Fix You is literally like, when you try your best, you don't succeed. Like, it's a sad song, but it's supposed to impart a feeling of everything will be okay. And, like, I think it's a he, but like, they create, like, this epic sweeping, bellowing horns that feel like it makes you feel important. Like, I know that sounds kind of weird, but, like, I mean, like, it makes you feel like you're the main character. And so, it makes you feel important. And it's so cool because it's a song about being sad, but then it makes you feel important and you're the one that the story is focused on, that it makes you feel better. And I know I'm kind of rambling, but these songs mean so much because of the feelings that they impart. And it's such a beautiful, like, feeling that only can be experienced within this, within these songs, I feel like. And it's such a unique genre of, like, feeling because it's, I think, specifically located in the EDM genre, even though EDM is an umbrella term itself. But it's just so many things. Like, if I go all the way down, Fix You, Danny Olson, Bone Dry by Tristam, so many songs, like Crystal Clouds by Phantom Sage, Seasons by Rival. Like, so many of these songs impart this feeling, and I feel like I'm drawn to it because they just feel really good to listen to.